Good morning and welcome to day 10 on the Appalachian Trail. We're starting off the morning with a beautiful climb up Standing Indian. Should have some nice views to the west when we get up there. Camp was fun last night. Lots of people from the night before, as well as some people I met at the Green Dragon were all there. So it's good just to hang out, laugh, and listen to some music. It's a fun time. I like shelters for that. Don't like them for loudness of snoring. But I don't know, it's nice to hang out with fun people out here. Unfortunately, saw quite a number of people having to get off trail these last few days. It's kind of sad, saying goodbyes or see you laters. People always seem to resurface out here, so hopefully they're all see you laters. But anywho, I'm gonna finish out this climb and then show you all the view. It got cold last night, like really cold. A little bit of frost on the ground, but not too bad. I stayed warm in my 20-degree quilt, plus my sleeping bag liner, so that was good. And some hand warmers, little hack. But I think it was down in the 20s again, and there's a small chance of snow on Friday, so we'll see. I've hiked up Siler Bald, that's where I anticipate to be Friday, in the snow before, so kind of fun to do it again, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. All right, see you up top. Today is a pretty special day for me, with it being day 10 on trail. This is officially the longest backpacking trip I have ever been on. The longest trip I've done was 9 days before this. So day 10 means this is now the longest. It's pretty exciting. It's noon and I'm about 5 miles into my day, so I'm gonna stop here at Kilby Creek to filter some water and eat a little snack. White Wolf and I just stopped for a lunch break down at Coleman Gap. We've got this little climb ahead, and then we're gonna go down again, and then we're gonna start the climb up Albert Mountain. So right now we're about 6.5 miles into our day. It is warming up pretty fast. I've shed all of my layers, still keeping my leggings on because we're going through a lot of blowdowns. I don't want to get poison ivy or poison oak or any of that out here, so keeping that on. I just came into a little bit of service and I confirmed with Willow for, oh wait. Okay, fun fact. This is the Timber Ridge Trail. My mom and I did a little section hike up and over Albert Mountain. I think it was just 3 days. And I think we came up the Timber Ridge and down the Kinsey Creek. I would need to fact check that to make sure it was right. But anywho, pretty sure we stayed at like Carter Gap Shelter that first night, and it was snowy and so cold. It was like November when we did that. Anyway, flashbacks. But yeah, so I just confirmed with Willow at the Grove in Franklin. I'm gonna get picked up tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. from Rock Gap. So hopefully that'll give me enough time to resupply and shower and do laundry and all the town things tomorrow. And then the next day, which is Thursday, I'm hoping to take like a legit 0 day because I need to edit some videos and I just want to give my joints and my knees and my feet a little break. And really when you get into town, there's so much to do that you're still walking around a lot. So I want to take full 0 in Franklin. It actually kind of works out because Thursday the weather is looking rainy and maybe snowy and all that. So it'll work out for me to take a 0 in Franklin. I think a bunch of other people are planning to do something similar. So probably go out and get lunch or dinner and eat all the calories that we can. This moss stuff is growing all over the trees here. Does anyone know what it is? Is it similar to Spanish moss? Comment down below if you know if it's an invasive species or something natural. You know, someone asked me the other day in Hiawassee, how are you approaching such a big goal of getting to Katahdin? And I had to think about that a lot before I came out here because it seems huge. Like it seems beyond myself. Oh, look at that big rootstock. Anyway, it seems like such a big goal. And what I came to and what I responded to her was, ultimately, it's not about me getting to Katahdin, like I mentioned in my letter to myself. That is the final goal. But for me on trail, my goal right now is Franklin. And my goal after that will be the NOC. And my goal after that will be the other side of the Smokies. And then it will be Hot Springs. And that's what I have to do, you know, set these small goals to get to the big goal. And I feel like that is such a life lesson, right? If you set big goals for yourself, which you should, you've got to break it down into things that you can chew. You know, you can't be looking at the big picture and then getting all discouraged because you don't understand how you're going to get there or how it's even possible. You've got to break it down into these small goals. And for me, that is every town that I will reach along the way. That seems attainable to me. I can do 4 or 5 days and know that I can make it somewhere. But if I look at it and I'm like, whew, 6-7 months to Maine, that seems crazy. And yet here I am doing it because it's not that right now. Right now it's 2 more days and I'll be in Franklin. Basically, don't go digging for treasure here, I guess. So I just passed by Betty Creek Gap. I have restarted this video like 3 times because I keep calling it the wrong thing. But a lot of people who I've been camping with the past 2 nights have stopped there, which is about 11 miles for the day. However, I am carrying on to Long Branch Shelter, which is about 5 more miles. However, it's not just like 5 cruisy miles. It's 5 miles up and down Albert Mountain, which is exciting because that means I'll hit the 100-mile mark today. But it is going to be a little over 1,000 feet of climbing in the next 2.5 miles. So it's going to be up. I'm going to stop at the stream just up here in a half mile and refill my water and take a little snack break before I start the ascent. It's only 3:30 right now, so I should still get into camp with some daylight left, but we'll see. I'm going to take my time as I go up. Got the last bit of my Girl Scout cookies here. Thin Mints. I need to resupply on Girl Scout cookies. Maybe they'll be in Franklin. Can you see what I see through the trees? There's the fire tower. Oh, it's so exciting, and way up there. All right, here start the steps to go up to the top. If it's bad weather, I think you take that road around as the bad weather bypass. But it is perfect weather this evening, so up we go. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, it is a climb to get up Albert Mountain. I'm out of breath. Probably.
Although I don't. Maybe it's a liability.
They've got all the mountains labeled that you can see. I've been seeing Whiteside out there in the distance today. Wasn't sure if that was it, but it is. Scaly Mountain, Raven Bald's over there. We keep heading north. I had great plans of staying up there to watch the sunset. However, it's setting on the wrong side, and there's a large group of like college kids up there, so would not have been a nice peaceful sunset. It's perfect if you want to watch the sunrise, but I think it's going to be extremely cold and windy up there. That is not quite my jam. My knees might hate this descent more than Blood Mountain. TBD. We're about 2.5 miles from the shelter, and I think it's all downhill. So this was actually the first shelter I ever stayed at on the 18th. Got snowed on. But what a view. Today we did just over 16 miles, getting the tent set up on a not very flat area. I mean, not a lot of options here for tenting. Well, I'm gonna pause right here on my way to go grab water and finish up my camp chores. Just to say good night. Made it here to Long Branch Shelter, which means I've got about a 3-mile hike out to the road at Rock Gap tomorrow to get picked up. Today, terrain-wise, was a little challenging, but felt good, felt strong. Still got that spot on the back of my right heel that was driving me crazy. I wore like a compression sock underneath my regular sock, and it definitely didn't bother as much, but I'm hoping taking a 0 in Franklin is gonna help sort out whatever's going on there. And I did notice my knees coming down Albert were very unhappy, but otherwise feeling good. Really excited to have hit 100 miles today and be in North Carolina. The sun is setting. We've got a beautiful campsite, so I'm gonna go grab some water and eat some dinner before it gets dark.
We're all prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers, gathered for the feast.